A young man walked into a temple with a challenge on his lips. He had read every philosopher he could find. He had argued with priests and dismissed mystics. He was brilliant, restless, and completely unconvinced. He asked the man sitting inside a simple question: "Have you seen God?" The man smiled and said, "Yes." And then he touched him. What happened next would change the course of spiritual history. There is a teaching that runs through the Vedantic tradition like a river beneath dry ground. It says that truth cannot be argued into a person. It can only be transmitted, not through words, not through debate, through direct experience passed from one awakened being to another, the way a flame lights a flame without losing itself. The Upanishads call this the relationship between the Guru and the Shishya. The student does not simply learn. The student is transformed. Narendra was the young man's name. Sharp-minded, Western-educated, deeply skeptical. He had gone to Ramakrishna at Dakshineswar, not as a devotee, but as an interrogator. He had heard rumors of this mystic who wept for God, the way a child weeps for its mother. He expected to find delusion. Instead, he found someone who saw straight through him. When Ramakrishna placed his foot gently on Narendra's chest, something broke open. The young man felt the room dissolve. The walls, the floor, his own body. He grabbed the wall to steady himself and asked, "What are you doing to me?" He was terrified. He was also, for the first time, certain. That skeptic became Swami Vivekananda. He carried that fire to the world. 3 things live in this story worth sitting with. First, the mind can only take you to the edge. Vivekananda had read everything, and still, the deepest knowing arrived not through argument, but through presence. You've probably felt this yourself. Some truths don't enter through the ears. Second, real teachers don't ask you to believe. They create conditions for you to experience. Ramakrishna never debated Narendra. He simply was what he was, completely. Third, doubt is not the enemy of faith. It is often the path to it. Vivekananda's skepticism was not a flaw. It was the very sharpness that made his eventual certainty unshakable. This week, notice one place where you are trying to think your way into something that can only be felt. It might be trust. It might be stillness. It might be love. Set the argument down for one moment. Breathe. Let the experience arrive before the explanation. If this brought you a moment of stillness, subscribe and walk this path with us. The skeptic did not stop asking questions. He simply found something that answered before he could finish asking.